Igbo ga-adị. Ụmụnne m, Igbo ga-adị. Ụmụnne m, Igbo ga-adị. Ụmụnne m, Igbo ga-adị. Ndị be anyị, Igbo ga-adị. Ụmụnne m, Igbo ga-adị. Ụmụnne m, Igbo ga-adị. Ụmụnne m, Igbo ga-adị. Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. My name is Ikabo. Welcome back to my class. Today I want to teach you guys some important letters in Igbo language that if you speak Igbo language daily, you must use them. These letters, if you use them in English language, they can be called words, but in Igbo language they are written as letters. These letters are A, which can be called A in Igbo, I, which can be called E in Igbo, O, which can be called O in Igbo, and another one is HA together, HA, which can be called Ha in Igbo. So let's go on.
I should be so lonely.
A, E, O, Ha. That is A, I, O, and He in English language. I want to teach you these letters one by one because you cannot do without them in Igbo language. This A, for example, if you want to use it in Igbo language effectively to make sentences,
sometimes I feel
most of the time it refers to me. For example, if I want to talk to myself, if I want to talk about myself to myself,
it's like
an example is Ana m ekuzi nkuzi Igbo. I am teaching Igbo lesson. Ana m ekuzi nkuzi Igbo. Or Ana m ekuzi asụsụ Igbo. I am teaching Igbo language. So A separate, which in most cases people used to put them together, which is not incorrect. If you put them together, it's correct. So Anamo, Anamo, Mo, Anamo. So Anamo akuzi, but just like my last video, if you hear an Igbo person that says Anamo ekuzi, is very correct. Is very, very correct. But if you want to write it and you write Anamo ekuzi or Anamo akuzi, two of them are super correct. So it's very important for you to learn the ways Igbo words are being transformed or are being pronounced in different ways, for you not to get confused if somebody is speaking Igbo language to you or if you are speaking Igbo language to another person. So Anamo akuzi, akuzi,
you gave me the
asụsụ
I guess those
Igbo
July
na YouTube,
will be better,
na
but I don't
You
know why.
YouTube.
I should
Because if you want to write Igbo, you write Igbo the way you pronounce it. So Anamo akuzi asụsụ. Sorry, I made a mistake here. I didn't put you. Anamo akuzi asụsụ Igbo na YouTube. So you can see this letter now. For example, A. Anytime you want to refer to yourself, what you are doing, what you want to do, in most cases you use this A. So I am teaching Igbo language on YouTube. So another example, ana m ede asụsụ Igbo na bọọdụ. Ana m ede asụsụ Igbo na board. I am writing Igbo language or Igbo words on the board. So ana m, the same age, I'm referring to myself. So na m ede. Ede means to write. Ede, to write. So ana m ede asụsụ Igbo na bọọdụ. Na board. Let's call it board. Okay. Though if you research this board in Igbo words, you will still see them. You can call it ihe edemede, as in something to write. You can call, there are so many other names you can call it in Igbo. Then if you want to call it, translate the English form of it, like board, you say it board, or you can even hear another person say board. So the most important thing is to code what the person is trying to say. All of them are correct, because if you are waiting for somebody to start pronouncing Igbo, maybe in one form, the way you want to, maybe the way they are writing it in most YouTube language teaching, language courses, or in most maybe websites, you might hear like 1% out of 100% people writing it like that or speaking it like that in Igbo. So, ana m ede asụsụ Igbo na board. I am writing Igbo language on the board. There are so many other examples of the I is referring to me. If you are talking to yourself, anytime you want to say, for example, I want to go to school. Achọrọ m ije ụlọ akwụkwọ, or achọrọ m ịga ụlọ akwụkwọ. So everything you want to say about yourself, you begin with a. It's talking about you. So if you want to say, for example, sometimes I want to eat. In Igbo you say achọrọ m iri nri. Achọrọ m iri nri. Nri means food. So I want to eat food. Achọrọ m iri nri. Okay. If you want to say that you want to sleep, achọrọ m ịralụ ụra. Achọrọ m ịralụ ụra. I want to sleep. So anytime you want to talk about yourself, you use the letter A. Or anytime you hear about somebody, you hear somebody using the letter A in beginning of any sentence, or even in the middle, sometimes the person is referring to himself. Okay, ana m agụ akwụkwọ. I am studying, or I am reading. Ana m ekwu okwu. I am talking. Ana m alụ ọlụ. I am working. Ana m asa efere. I am washing plates. Ana m esi nri. I am cooking. Ana m azụ ụlọ. Remember, in one of my videos, I've corrected all those small double form of pronunciation or double form of words that we have in Igbo. Uno and ụlọ, they are the same. So ana m azụ ụlọ or ana m azụ ụlọ. UNO and ULO. Two of them mean house. Uno or ụlọ. So ana m ana ụlọ. I am going to the house. I am going home. Anam anauno. I am going to the house or I am going home. So very important, anytime you see this letter A or somebody pronounces or you use the letter A, you are talking to yourself or the person is talking to himself. So anam, agam, anything A, the person is using it for him or herself. Okay, let me clean up the board so that I'll give you an example of E. E is very important, very, very common, as well as others. So let's go on. So the letter I, which is called E in Igbo language, can you guess what it is? Can you use it to make sentence? Just try. The letter I, maybe you got it right or wrong. The letter I is referring to you. You as in the second person. If you are talking to somebody, not you in particular when you are talking to yourself, but another person. If you are talking to somebody, let's say you are talking to your wife, your husband, your brother, your sister, your child, your baby, the letter I is always used. So, if you are talking to your baby, for example, let's say your baby is crying. Let's hope not. If your baby is crying, you say, hey, yeah, inebakwa, are you crying? So, inebakwa, are you crying? The letter I, very important. Inebakwa, I, na, ebe, akwa. So look at this. I don't want to always be going back to my past videos. Look at this ebe and aqua. If you've been following me, my videos, can you remember this thing that I put here? This apostrophe. If I didn't put this apostrophe, somebody can pronounce this ebe and aqua differently by mere looking at the spelling. Somebody can say ina ebe aqua, ina ebe aqua. It doesn't sound correct. You put confusion in the sentence. It's no more are you crying. It will sound differently. So this high tone, if you remember, this high tone that I put here clearly make this sentence to show that you are kind of asking the baby or the person whether he or she is crying. So ina ebakwa, ebe high tone, ebe, then aqua high tone, ina ebakwa. Remember, as usual, I don't want this video to be long because it's not easy for somebody to kind of carve out time and try to learn on YouTube. We all have so many things to do in life, right? So it's not easy you sitting down trying to watch this video, either to learn or maybe to learn to teach another person. So in Iba, for this A, if you remember, I've taught it as well, is very correct the way I wrote it. Nobody is going to say that you made a mistake. But this A, for the fact that this A is one of the vowel sounds in Igbo, and this E as well, you can eliminate this A, for example, and this Nebakwa will now be N apostrophe E B E. Then you can say as the high tone, but the high tone most of the time we don't use to put it. while writing. But if you write it, you make the sentence more correct. So this, if just look at this word very well. I've eliminated A. Eliminating this A and putting apostrophe here shows that this A, this N was having A by the side, and by having A, the next word, which is Ebe and E is the beginning of the word, two of them should not be like written completely. You have to eliminate one of them because two of them are vowel sounds. You have to eliminate one, which most of the time is the first one, and you kind of join the two words the way I did it now. So inebakwa. Then when you did not now hear ina, ebe akwa, and you now had inebakwa, remember that this A was eliminated and apostrophe was added. So the word is very, very correct this way as well. So inaebakwa, leaving A, and inebakwa, removing A. Two of them are correct in Igbo form of pronunciation or writing. Two of them are super correct. So don't get confused because I cancelled A here. I can as well put it Inaebakwa, correct. Inebakwa, correct. So let's go on. Then, inaerinri, are you eating?
Sometimes I feel.
Are you eating? Inaerinri, you are eating.
It's like
Inaerinri, you are eating. But inaerinri, are you eating? So it's like every normal a kind of answering question, even in English. It depends on how you pronounce it. You are eating is question, right? But if you say you are eating, it means that the person is saying that you are eating. Full stop. You are eating. But inaerinri, are you eating or you are eating is question, right? So those ones are not what I should begin to teach, because it depends on how you pronounce them. So inebakwa, question. But if you remove this question mark, for example, and you say inaebakwa, it means the person is saying you are crying. Okay, sentence is inaerinri, just as I said earlier on. Inaerinri I na, which if you remove A, put apostrophe and bring the other word closer, is very correct. Don't forget. So inaeri,
you give me the letter. I guess those
inaeri, are you eating?
you said we'll be back.
If you remove the question mark and you say inaeri, it means the person said you are eating.
Should be so lonely.
And so on and so forth. So anywhere you hear the I,
I close my eyes.
you are talking to the close person as another person that
Imagine
maybe you are talking to someone, okay, someone that you are seeing presently. Then, or anytime somebody uses this I, the person is talking to you. If somebody is talking to you and the person is using this I, it means that the person is referring to you. So na-akụzi nkụzi Igbo. So the person is talking to you. Anytime you hear I, ị na-ede ihe, are you writing? Ị na-eri nri, ị na-ebe akwa, ị na-aga ụlọ akwụkwọ, ị na-agba bọọlụ, ị na-aṅụ mmiri, ị na-esi nri, ị na the person is referring to you, in Igbo language means you. Okay, ị na-ekiri video, are you watching video? Ị na-amụtakwa akwụkwọ Igbo, are you learning Igbo language? Ị na-amụtakwa asụsụ Igbo, are you learning Igbo language? So means you. Then this if you are saying it means you are talking to yourself. Ana m amụta, I am learning. Ana m amụta, I am learning. So let's go on. The use of O. The use of O in Igbo, guess, so that you'll be perfect in Igbo language. Guess. Just guess what somebody has ever said to you using O. Okay. So O in Igbo, when we use O in Igbo, we most of the time refer to the third person singular. If I'm talking with you, if I'm discussing with you, but I want to talk about your friend, as in I'm discussing with you, then I want to talk to you about your friend, I will be using the letter O. Let's say your friend's name is Ike, which I might not mention, but using the letter O, you understand that I'm talking to him. So I will be like, ọ na-agụ akwụkwọ? Is he studying or is he reading? As in, he or she. Ọ na-eri nri? Is he eating or is she eating? So the letter includes she or he, as in male and female. That is what made it was so simple. So ọ na-ede ihe, is he or she writing? Is he writing or is she writing? Ọ na-arahụ ụra? Is she sleeping or is he sleeping?
Sometimes I feel
Ọ na-aṅụ mmiri? Is he drinking water or is she drinking water? Ọ na-amụtakwa asụsụ Igbo? Is he learning Igbo language or is she learning Igbo language? So anytime you are talking to the third person, let's make an example in one of those sentences that I've just mentioned now. So ọ na-amụtakwa. This is what made Igbo super simple. The way you pronounce Igbo is the way you are going to write them. Ọ na-amụtakwa. Ọ na-amụtakwa asụsụ Igbo.
like you used to say.
Question: is he learning Igbo language?
I find these all
Ọ na-amụtakwa asụsụ Igbo? Is he learning Igbo language?
heart round my neck.
So anytime or you are talking to the third person singular, then if you remove this, let me give you just simple text. If you remove this or and put I here, it will be what? you are now talking to the second person, the person present to you. Ị na-amụtakwa asụsụ Igbo? Ị na-amụtakwa asụsụ Igbo? If you remove this I, listen very carefully. If you remove this I and you put a here, it will be that you are talking to yourself, but you have to put MU here. Anamo amụtakwa asụsụ Igbo. Anamo amụtakwa asụsụ Igbo because it's question. Okay, sorry, not anamo amụtakwa asụsụ Igbo, which means I am learning Igbo language. So this time it's question. So anamo amụtakwa asụsụ Igbo. Am I learning Igbo language? Am I learning Igbo language?
Sometimes I feel
okay. So if you now remove this MU that I just added now, remove this A and continue with your O. You are talking to the third person singular. Ọ na-amụtakwa asụsụ Igbo. Is he learning Igbo language or is she learning Igbo language? Question. If you cancel this question mark, it will no longer be question, but it will now be like a complete word that you pinpointed that is like that. You are no longer asking it as question. So it will now be Ọ na-amụtakwa asụsụ Igbo. He's learning Igbo language or she's learning Igbo language. Okay, then, and so on and so forth. So this all the time that you used to hear, you or another person use it as third person singular. You are talking to the third person. Then let's go to the HA, ha, which before I clean up these examples of O, you try to understand or try to think a little bit what it will be, because we've done me, you, he or she. The next one should be what? Think. Let's go on. Did you get it? Okay, so the next one is they, which means HA, ha. So this HA, ha, using the same example, ha na-eri, are they eating? Ha na-arahụ ụra, are they sleeping? Ha na-agụ akwụkwọ, are they studying or are they reading book? Ha na-amụtakwa asụsụ Igbo, are they learning Igbo language? Question. If you remove the question symbol, it will now be a pinpointed statement, a complete statement. Ha na-amụtakwa asụsụ Igbo or ha na-amụta asụsụ Igbo. They are learning Igbo language. Ha na-eri nri, they are eating. Ha na-arahụ ụra, they are sleeping. Ha na-agụ akwụkwọ, they are studying or they are reading books. Ha na-agba bọọlụ, they are playing football. Super. So let's go. If you remove this A, put apostrophe and bring this ERI together to the end. Very correct as well, remember all the time. So, Hanababo, thank you so much for listening. God bless you all. Continue to come to my channel and you must learn Igbo by God's grace. Thank you and goodbye. See you next time. Bye. Dalun.